Hello. Oh, and she is here in the nick of time.
As always, hello.
Yes.
Hello. Hi,
Oh my
everyone.
gosh. I am so excited. I'm going to introduce you all. My name is Wendy Fortino. I'm here on WOLFpak Live, and we have such an exciting show for you guys. I'm going to first introduce our guests. We have a star-studded panel here. These are all some of the top wellness competitors in the world, and we get to pick their brains and talk to all of them. So I'm going to start with Bruna Seredich. She is heading into her third Olympia. She took last year off, and I believe that in the last Olympia was 2022, and you placed 10th, correct?
Yeah.
Yes. And she's looking to move up from there. We have some things. How are you doing, Bruna?
Doing good. I'm really excited to be back on the stage. I definitely take time off. It helped me make some improvements. So excited.
All right. We're going to talk all about where you're at. We have in the lower right-hand corner, we have the Andrews sisters. I'm going to just say, I'm going to put this out there. This is the first platform ever to get you two together in an interview. And I know you two have stories to share of each other. But I'll introduce you separately. We are going to start with Dr. Sunny Andrews. I think that's what everybody probably calls you. And you are also heading into your third Olympia.
I am, yes.
Yes. Your last Olympia was also 2022, right?
It was.
Yes.
Yeah, I missed 2023, but I did 2021, 2022.
Great. But you took 6th in 2021. That was your top placement, which is super impressive. So good. We're going to talk about that and what you are working on. How are you tonight?
I'm great. I'm so excited having my sister here. My best friend's also visiting or on this interview.
All right. Yes, and we have your sister here, Marissa Andrews, who, not to be mistaken as Sunny Andrews' sister, because Sunny started competing in wellness first, and then we discovered that there's a duo here. We have two sisters who happen to both be two of the top in the world, which is insanity. I know a lot of people think there's this huge rivalry between you two. We're going to set the record straight on that. But Marissa is also heading closer. Show us how close you guys are. Marissa is also heading into her third Olympia, which is something that you all four actually have in common. And she took 7th in her first Olympia in 2021, which was super impressive. You kind of came out of nowhere, and going to talk all about that. But how are you tonight?
I'm great. It's kind of rude that Sunny got 6th when I got 7th. I just missed it by 1 place, but it's fine.
There's a little bit of rivalry. I feel it. All right, good. That's good. It pushes, you guys push each other. And then we have Giselle, who is also heading into her third Olympia. Giselle actually took 5th place last year at the Wellness Olympia. She's also coming off of her 2nd New York Pro win. Super impressive. So how are you doing tonight, Giselle?
I'm very good. I'm super excited. I'm faithful with the prep. I'm enjoying my life, enjoying the time in Brazil now, starting a new chapter. I'm very excited.
Yeah. As you can see, we have a total star-studded lineup. We're going to kind of work our way around and kind of get all of your guys' game plans, your perspectives, some fun stories. So Bruna, I want to start with you because you had 2 pro wins this season, right?
Yeah, correct.
And you took last year off. So tell us a little bit about why you took the year off and what you did to catapult yourself into these, this back-to-back win that you did.
So last year we decided to not competing, take some time off because I started competing in 2020. And since then, I never took time off. I was doing show back to back. And I know I need to grow. So we decided last year, not competing at all, just focus on growth. And also I need a break mentally, not just physically, but mentally. I was kind of burnout. So I definitely could enjoy a little bit normal life we could travel, we could have some fun, and I also work hard to make improvements. And then this year we did my first show was Arnold, was my first
Mhm.
Arnold. And then after that, I did a Simpson show here in Vegas 2 weeks later, and I won. And then we are debating if I do like Charlotte Pro or not. But I
Yeah.
just want to do another show for myself to be more used to with being back on the stage.
Yeah.
And that's what we did, and definitely was the best I ever look my last show. Because
Yeah.
Arnold, I feel like I was not my 100%. And then Charlotte, we nailed my condition, my
Yeah.
volume, and everything, my stage presence, and was really happy about it. And
Yeah.
on that show, for now, we're just trying to, improve and bring a better package to the Olympia.
Yeah. You feel like the back-to-back shows helped you kind of get yourself back into that feeling after taking all that time off. You feel like now you're locked in.
Now
Yeah.
I feel like more comfortable being on the
Yeah.
stage. I was kind of like, I feel like when you stay away from the stage for a long period of time, you
Yeah.
kind of like lose that, you don't know what I expect. So
Yeah.
that was good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Someone else who took a year off, I want to talk to Sunny. So last year, it wasn't a year off, but you missed that year in the Olympia. This is something I can relate to because I'm heading into my 8th Olympia, but I had
Wow.
2 years. Thank you.
That is amazing. That's really
You'll
dope.
be there. You will.
The legend. The legend.
Thank you. Thank you, ladies. But I did have years in there that I didn't qualify. You know what I mean? And it made me, have the fire and come back. And so for you, Sunny, you're really open. One thing that I love about you and following you on social media is that you're an open book. You share your thoughts, you share your feelings. Coming off of doing so well, right? Taking 6th and then having, a couple years maybe where you felt like maybe your placings weren't so good. So what has changed? Like, what brought this fire back into Sunny, and where are you heading now into the Olympia?
Yeah, I think so. Going from like the Pittsburgh Pro, New York Pro win into the 2022 Olympia, that was, I was, really on a high note, and going into Olympia felt really good. And then having 2 placings that were not great, the Olympia 2022, and then after at the Arnold, was kind of the outliers of my 15 shows. So yeah. I know that I think a lot of people get hung up on 1 or 2 bad placings, but then when I looked at my track record and I remembered why I loved competing and kind of everything that I stood for, I had to look at the bigger picture and remember what I like to do it and try again. And I thought to myself, I don't want to end this with such a kind of like a negative experience. Not that honestly, I had so much fun. Marissa and I competed at the Arnold, and I had a great experience, but not on a note of where I felt like I didn't place as good as I wanted. Right. So then I kept working, and then I felt more confident, and I really missed the stage. And I was like, you know what? Let me just see what happens. I think it was probably one of my best looks. I did Texas, and then got positive feedback, and then did the Chicago Pro like 6 days later. So
killed it.
Yeah, thanks. It felt really good to recall and feel all the reasons why I loved competing and fall in love with it all over again, but then be even more invested in it because I'm more secure in myself, and I really had a lot of reasons for myself why I wanted to do it before, where I was just kind of like, let's see how this goes. Now is like, I'm very in my
I mean, also there's something that, just to get the elephant out of the room, like something with you is you have a huge following, and I think that, with great power comes great responsibility, or whatever people say, right? But the thing is that I can't imagine. I mean, I have a decent following, and, but you have a huge following. And so whenever you are up, they're all with you, right? And then when you're down, you have haters and you have people, and there are things that you had to deal with that most normal people don't have to deal with. So people, I don't think they have any idea how hard it is to, be on your own personal journey and have to deal with all these extra energies that are trying to like take you down and throw salt in your wounds and stuff like that. So, I mean, you deal with it with such grace. I don't honestly know how you do with the smile on your face. It is so inspiring, and it makes me want to be more, it makes me want to open up and be more authentic and real. Like, where does that come from? Where do you find it in you to be so like?
Thank you, Wendy. Wow.
That's how I feel about you.
I think her professional, maybe a little bit.
I
Because be a doctor needs to have a lot of courage.
I
Yeah.
think the focus on the positive has been kind of like my life theme. And it's not just like right now, everyone sees this snippet of my life where I've had this kind of crazy ride the last, 4 years.
Yeah.
And they are like, this is who she is. This is how she's overcome this adversity. And, people think whatever they want to think. But that's 4 years out of my whole life. I have had a journey that I've, overcome things far greater than that.
Yeah.
My outlook on that specific situation was the same as what I would apply to anything else, where it's like, if you focus on things that are going to make you happy, make you better, the people that you love around you, that support you, the only thing you can do is get better. And that's better in that like one space or something else, it doesn't matter. You're going to end up finding peace with yourself and being, but my dad always says, if you want to find something, you'll look for it. So if I want to find misery and I want to go online and search for everyone saying something about, I'm sure right now I can pick my phone and find something mean.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that. My sister's here, my friend's here. I'm on a little interview. I have better things to do. Yeah, I can be mean. So it's kind of I'm just like I'm happy. That's it. That's pretty much it.
I love that. And Marissa, for you, it's like, I think that, a lot of people, they like saw Sunny like at the beginning of this division evolve. And we didn't really know about you yet. We were kind of like as a whole, people didn't even know that Sunny had a sister. You come on the scene and we're like, oh my gosh, like Sunny doesn't just have a sister. Like these girls are both, to her own esteem, she is like her own person and everything like that. So I've loved seeing you evolve and like rise up the ranks and stuff like that. So how has that been, kind of maybe almost being a little bit in your sister's shadows and then emerging out of the shadows? Tell me about that.
We were actually joking about it today. My Mexico win was the first time that my news of a pro win wasn't announced as Dr. Sunny's sister won this show. And it was, I didn't really realize it till after the fact, but when you have a sister who is the, first, what is the word? Like
inaugural.
Inaugural.
He was one of the first ones. Yeah.
The top wellness, the top US athlete, it's either like show up, don't show up. Like don't come to the function or make an appearance. You know what I mean?
So
like,
it pushed you.
Yeah. So it's very big shoes to fill.
Yeah.
But it also is a lot less scary when you see somebody who comes from where you come from, who's raised by the people that you were raised by, who is in medical school, is doing everything that you're planning to do and has already paved the way. So I think she's one of the bravest humans I've ever met because she went to medical school first.
Yeah.
She started bodybuilding first. She did everything first. And then she kind of turned around. She's like, hey, do you want to come with? And I was like, okay. So like as a little sister, the path that I got to walk down. So I'm so thankful.
I have to interject. She says all these very flattering things. However, I may have done them first, but I feel like I have always like struggled a little bit more to get going. Marissa's like, oh, this is what you mean by squat. And then she throws on like twice the weight, like her first time.
Yeah, because you already did it.
But no, but what I'm
This is a rivalry. You guys fight over who's better.
You have a lot of talent.
She's better. No, she's better.
Worked really hard at for sure. So it's been, I've been inspired by her many times in both in medicine and in
Aww.
I
know. I want to talk about that too, because you two are both in medical field, which is so cool. That's a story in and of itself. But let's talk to Giselle really quick. Giselle, people are talking a lot about you. Okay. First of all, I'm like,
nice.
a lot of we You hear them? No, but seriously, I mean, first of all, we all know that the New York Pro show is one of the most prestigious shows, right? The Pittsburgh Pro, the New York Pro, these are huge shows. And to win the New York Pro 2 years in a row, you're going to have a lot of people talking about you heading into the Olympia, and then not only that, but, placing top 5 at last year's Olympia. For you, I know it's a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
Tell me about that. Tell me about that pressure and how that affects you.
Oh, telling the truth, that's
Yeah.
the first time I had the most amazing prep, I mean, mentality, because I lived this many years. Now it will be 11 years. I make 29 years old and I started with 18. So I learned to live the prep as my life because my life is a prep.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
life already is always being prep. Everyone meet me in dark sports or my friends know me like you cannot take me to a restaurant every time because I'm in prep. You cannot take me to go for the normal things because to me my life is normal. I don't
Yeah.
look to me like special athlete. Be athlete is myself, is my personality.
Yeah.
So it's very very different this prep to me. I'm
Mhm.
feeling more confident about the time because before I usually be ready like 7 weeks before the show, 6 weeks before the show. At this moment, for example, in my first Miss Olympia, I'm ready. I'm super shattered. And it's very
So
stressful.
ready.
Yes, it's very stressful to the physique and mentality, and you feel so struggled. Now I'm feeling much better, and I'm just believing myself and enjoying
Yeah.
the process. That's the best. And
Isn't
this
that?
category, in my opinion, wellness category is literally the word. Is like
Yeah.
you feeling good. You need to be
Yeah.
wellness in your life for showing the really aspect of femininity, muscularity, everything together, but in the same time peaceful. You can look to the girl and look, wow, she inspired me. Like wow,
Yeah.
I'm already looked to the oldest girls in that life
Yeah.
when win the shows. Bruna also looks amazing in
Yeah.
Charlotte. Seriously, I win the Charlotte also, and she represents well. Thank you, Bruna. Beautiful, beautiful. And we can see when you are happy,
Yeah.
when you do the prep, like for you, it's not to prove to anyone. It's just
Yeah.
for you feeling well. In the New York Pro, I'm doing this because
Yeah.
after lose the Pittsburgh, I'm feeling like I need to improve myself. I need to show it's not me. This is not my real version.
Yeah.
And then I feel so motivated to do the New York Pro, and then I
Yeah.
win. So it's just showing what you have inside. That's it.
Yeah. That's awesome. I love it. I want to do something kind of fun with you ladies.
Ooh.
Okay. Yeah. We are all here to help each other and to make each other better. And since we have 4 of the best wellness competitors in the world here on this panel, I figure we could all help each other, right? So I want to show each of you, and then I want the other 3 to talk about the strengths and maybe the, I don't want to say the weaknesses, but like the areas that you feel like, okay, maybe these things can improve. We're going to talk and we're all going to go through. And I think that this is going to make us all better. You know what I mean? Because I mean, you ladies are all so amazing and there's so many, I mean, even if you only want to say things positive, it doesn't have to be,
I roast
critiquing,
myself.
but we have I know you guys are going to be too hard on yourselves, so we're going to leave you out of the conversation for yourself. But here we have Bruna. Okay. And I want to find a video of you doing your routine. You don't have your routine in the top of here's this one right here. Okay.
The Arnold.
So we have Bruna at the Arnold. You really like this look. This was a good, I mean, you're so consistent, Bruna. Seriously.
I try to get better every single show, and yeah, I mean, the Arnold, I was missing my glutes. I never had this problem before. That's made me so frustrated because usually my back shot is my best shot, and the
Yeah.
Arnold wasn't there.
Really?
So, yeah, I was missing the pop in my glutes. I was not like
Okay.
sharp like used to.
Yeah.
But it's all about lesson learned. Every single show, I feel like you learn something about yourself, about your body, what to do better, and yep.
Yeah. I mean, you're popping pretty good, but let's see. This is you're taking some progress photos here. This is
Yeah, that was like
so I
12
can
weeks.
find. I love how you do this versus that. That's really good. So here you're really proud of this look right here.
Yeah, this was my best physique ever. Like my condition, my stage presence, my bikini, my makeup, everything was just on point. I was really proud of it.
Oh
It
yeah.
was the best look that I ever had.
Okay, Marissa, what are your thoughts?
I mean, insane. What do you mean? What are my thoughts? I want to, if I could have your waist for just like one day, that would be phenomenal. Thank you very much. I think that your flow is incredible. You have the tiniest waist ever. Your glutes are always phenomenal, top in the world, and your front pose shape, that beautiful S curve, and you still have that density from the front. It looks gorgeous.
Thank you. You guys can tell the truth, okay? You're not gonna get mad.
I love your front pose. I think your front pose and your back pose are your two strongest poses for sure.
Yeah, I like my back pose. My front pose I started liking right now. Before, it took me a while for start like my front pose.
Yeah.
But I was like, I didn't know if my front pose was right, but it was not that my posing was wrong. It was because I didn't have the muscle enough.
Yeah.
Because now that I put some size, I like my front pose.
Yeah.
But when I started, I was like,
I mean, you saw when
that's what happened with me too.
Yeah.
Front pose is I feel like front pose is the hardest pose to look aesthetic in. Kind of awkward. It's like an awkward pose, and then once you can find your niche, have enough muscle and balance, and waist is in, all the things you need, then it looks like really shocking. Because someone who doesn't bodybuild and they do the front pose, it doesn't look like the front pose.
No,
it has to be. You have to have a wellness like build, and then perfect your posing to have the wellness front pose. It's not something you can just like
and the flexibility,
mobility,
like to hinge back and to the side, but make it look like you're just standing up straight. You know, like.
But yeah, it took me a little while to start like my front pose. Now I kind of like it. It's not 100% yet, but I kind of like it.
We're our hardest days. But I was, when you were coming back to the stage and they were talking about Arnold previews and the shows, I was outspoken on my story. I was like, you guys don't understand. Bruna was good. Bruna took a year off to grow. Like it's done. Like I don't know what you guys are expecting this to show up.
Oh my gosh, we're back. Yes.
Welcome back.
Oh my gosh. And we still
your
have
pictures, Wendy. We started talking about you.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
We were critiquing your.
We are talking and forget.
Oh my gosh. So you guys kept it going. Thank you.
Oh, I thought you just featured us. I thought you were like, okay.
You told us what the game was.
These are my friends.
Oh my gosh.
You should have heard the hosts, Wendy. Bruna started crying.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I want to thank you ladies. My internet crashed and we're still live. So thank you.
Perfect.
You ladies, you're hired.
Yeah, we just keep talking here.
I love it. Okay, so what was the assessment? Marissa, I missed your whole assessment of Bruna.
Okay.
Okay.
So we were talking about the front pose. Her front pose has come a long way. She took that year off to add size. And what I was saying is she was so good when she was on stage last. And she added size to this front pose to really make that shape. And I think her front pose and her back pose are her two strongest. So it looks great.
I love it. I love it.
I made improvements, but I do need another long off season. I mean, that's my biggest plan for the next year.
Yeah.
I'll take the whole year. Maybe I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what I'm gonna do next year. It all depends the Olympia. Depends how I place at the Olympia, depends how I looks. Because I do know that I need to put more size. And size is about time. It's a time.
Healthy size. Healthy size, like healthy time. Yeah.
It worked for you last year. You took the whole year off and then you came back and just bam, just one.
Okay, but let's be honest here. I'm gonna be completely honest here.
Okay.
Be honest, Bruna. Tell us.
What?
So last year was my first off season, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like I didn't fall 100%. Okay. I feel like I could have made way more improvements if I was more restricted with my diet. And I feel like that's just one mistake that a lot of people do an off season and I did the same mistake,
Yeah.
I was not following 100%. I feel
Yeah.
like I ate a lot of foods that wasn't in my diet,
Yeah.
but that's something that I learned.
I
So
love
I
it. Well,
I had the opposite problem where when I took a year off and I was on point with my diet to the T for an entire year straight, and then you put on too much size, and then I competed in November, and then they were like, no, actually, like you need to come in basically 10 pounds smaller, which I had to do, and then undoing that with cardio is way more painful than anything else you want to do. So
Yeah.
On a side note, I love that they're reeling in the wellness category where
Yeah.
the first couple of years, like everyone is like, there was this rush to just get big, get massive.
Yeah.
Now they're like, yeah, you guys have the size, but
Reducing.
aesthetics,
Yes.
want the femininity.
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
it is all about the flow. And they're telling, like, my feedback was to get smaller too. Like,
yeah.
I mean, it's
I
funny.
really like this. I feel like wellness is not supposed to be like too much. Some girls
Yeah.
look at a woman's physique.
Yeah.
I can walk better now. When my legs were, I was like, see, like
you
this.
can walk better.
No,
Is that
I'm
what
not
you just
kidding. My
said?
legs were, I'm only 5'1". When I was like 140, when I was on stage at
You're
133,
5'1".
I
Wow.
couldn't.
You're 5'1". Who's
Am I not
5'1"?
5'1"?
Who's 5'1"?
You want to give me my
Who's
age?
5'1"?
What you talking about? How tall are you?
I have a twin sister, and we have the same arguments. I'm 5 feet tall. He's 5 foot and a half inch.
Round up.
My first show, I told them that I was 5'4", and they laughed in my face. But
So
it's
how tall are you? Wait. Okay, let's set the record straight. Marissa, how tall are you?
5'2".
Okay, and then Sunny is 5'1".
I'm like 5. Yeah, I'm 5'1", but I'm 5'.
Okay, so
I'm
Marissa has you
5'4".
beat. Sorry, Sunny.
Our mom is watching. Let me see what she texted me. I'm just kidding.
Oh my gosh.
How tall are you, Wendy?
I'm 5 feet even.
Really? Giselle, how tall are you?
And I'm really working that 3/4.
I'm really sure
Sure.
you asked me that.
stretching.
I'm
been stretching
1.6.
nonstop.
She does
So
a lot
you're-
of swing leg raises.
I'm more taller.
Yeah.
more
How tall
taller.
are you, Giselle?
I'm more taller. I don't know in feet, but I have 1 meter 65 centimeters.
So okay,
I
we are
don't know in feet.
probably the same because
I'm taller. I'm almost the size of Angela. Almost the size of Angela Borges. Angela is a bit more than me, but I'm taller. I'm not short.
Yeah. You may be the tallest one on this panel.
Yeah, I'm 5'10"
Yeah.
in the middle.
We have Sunny here. Sunny, coming off of the Chicago Pro, I know this is a huge win for you. Looks like you're always going to you're just genetically so gifted in the glute department. We talked about this, and you did have an issue where they got a little bit dominant just because your glutes want to grow. You managed to tone them down a little bit and they still are so impressive, but you got a much more balanced look and it got rewarded, right? So tell me what, your thoughts are before we open it up.
For my physique, Tyler's feedback for me was that he wanted me to go with more of what I looked like going into the Arnold in 2022 when I got third. And really studying that look, it's more of me being a little bit depleted, being really lean and kind of small. Yeah. But I think that with the muscle I have, that frame, and my frame, that's kind of what's most flattering for me. So that's what our coach and I, kind of has been working on. In my off season, my glutes were about 40 inches and they've come down almost 4.5. I'm at 30, 36 and a half right now. So we've been really not training glutes, not doing compounds, and it's been kind of like a catabolic protocol. So, it feels a lot more feminine and I feel a lot more athletic. I was doing so much cardio. I felt like I could go and run a marathon or compete in the Olympics. So it's aesthetic and athletic. That's the wellness look I think they want. And I'm just continuing.
I have a question for you. Did you even surprise yourself with how mesomorphic your lower body was? Because if I were you, I would be thinking I'd have to train just like everybody else, because people train so hard and they don't even get a fraction of the glute development. I would scare myself. I would say, oh my gosh, I don't even know how this is happening, and it must catch up to you. So, did you surprise yourself?
No, I was working like a maniac.
You're piling it on purpose.
I'm a hyper responder, so that's just how I am. If I go and train something really hard, like a psychopath with some type of thing in my head that I wanted to change or grow, it does. And I'm lucky. I'm not gonna try and not credit my genetics. Marissa's the same. We were shaking her quad today because of the sheer mass that she has.
Yeah.
So I wasn't surprised. Maybe like when you look at it, when I compare photos, I did a comparison of my beginning of my prep in May to what I look like now. And I was really working on my hamstring.
Yeah.
And it was, that did surprise me. It kind of shocked myself. So that was cool. But I when people train with me, kind of the same theme has been that I'm a psycho. And they're like, who hurt you? Like, why are you training like that?
Yeah.
So if I didn't kind of have a lot of growth, then I don't know what it would be. All that.
You know what's so cool, and you and Bruna both, you guys are so sweet and so beautiful, but there is this fierceness that is so palpable. Like Bruna's law, let me be honest with you guys. I need to follow my diet harder. I'm not doing enough. I am not working hard enough. I'm not the hardest worker in the room. And then you're so sweet, but you're like, look, if I do something, I'm going to go all the way. I give it it's like the beauty and like the badassery is so, I love it.
Thanks. Yeah. I love to train hard. I know Marissa loves to train hard. I think that's what we respect amongst each other. As bodybuilders, as women, it's wonderful to be beautiful and feminine, but then when you can really tap into that raw, like really like athletic feeling where you're not worrying about like, is my makeup perfect? Like you're grimacing, you're training hard, and it just feels good to be strong. Mm-hmm. That's something that you can really only appreciate with another bodybuilder.
Mm-hmm. Yep. All right, Marissa, what are your thoughts about your beautiful sister, her physique?
She's literally my role model. I don't know what you mean. I am also her waist. I'm obsessed with her waist. Her waist is like non-existent. We're comparing today already. Like her quad separation is unlike most anybody I've seen. Like I think I've seen that type of split in the wellness category on her quads and like maybe like one other human. My quads have never ever cut like that. Even at my leanest, like doesn't matter. I've never had
we
separation.
Don't need it.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't. We said this already. It doesn't matter. It's insane. It's absolutely insane.
Yeah.
Punished for it. So it's like detrimental to my overall look. I get really lean in the quads, but it is what it is. It's cool for flexing on Instagram. Yeah, we compete. I'm trying to keep it on the DL right now. I don't have Tyler. Just kidding. If Tyler's watching this, your quads don't separate. They don't separate. They don't separate.
But it's a pretty separation, like it's not grainy and like gnarly looking. It looks so full and beautiful. I mean, there's a like a quality to a separation that makes it still look beautiful and full. You have that still. So
it's very feminine muscle. Like her muscle bellies, I've noticed like her muscle bellies are very, very full. And it's like, it's not like that ugly, like the fast muscle, like we were talking about earlier, like that unhealthy muscle. It's like very healthy and bubbly and beautiful. And
Thanks. Luckily I can say the same about her.
I love it. You guys fight over you're better. No, you're better. No, you're more beautiful. You're more beautiful. That's funny. Me and my twin sister are like this too. You guys have a very, very similar dynamic. It's really funny.
It's fun. One of us does something great. It's like, okay, let's do it. Like, it was like, I think you said that it was like you were pushing. Oh, I forgot. I'm sorry. Do something else. My brain just turned off.
No, actually, while we're talking about before we move on to Giselle, I want to hear a story that you started telling, but I wanted to wait. Tell us the story of Sunny getting her pro card. Is that the story?
Residency.
Oh my gosh. That's from, you want me to tell it?
Yeah, I wasn't there.
Oh, okay. So it was pretty intense. I had to, in order to have it was a Friday. In order to have the Friday, Saturday off, because it was a 2-day show. It was like the first year they had wellness.
Yeah.
I had to work like overnight. I was in trauma surgery, my internship year, and I worked all night and then got off at 6 a.m. and then drove from Jacksonville, Florida to Orlando. And it was a morning show, and I got there and
did her base
got my tan real quick, and they only had time to curl half of my head. So I have in my pictures curly. It's like Britney.
Did she only have one earring?
Wait, I gotta look this up.
Oh, no, you don't. You
had,
can
like,
take my word for it.
She had like one
Okay.
earring and was like sprinting through the crowd with her heels in her hand as they were like yelling her name.
I looked so much better like the day before because I was well rested and whatnot. But anyway, I show up. I ran through. They're calling me. I'm running.
What show was this? Was this Daytona?
No. That was my. So that's where I qualified.
This is nationals.
This is where I got my card. This was like 2020 December nationals, and they were calling. They were walking on stage, and I was putting my shoes on, and then it was a party. It was good.
Oh yes.
So here, you still look beautiful. That's
Uh,
not fair. That's not fair.
Welcome to my life, Wendy. Welcome to my
That
life.
was perfect.
This is
No.
like
That
what
story, and then we're here. Come on. I mean, seriously. What I mean, to be that perfect.
Thanks. It was fun. I had at nationals. I had the time of my life, like getting on stage and because my only other show was Daytona, and I had the best time there. So I'm like, oh, I love competing with like the IFBB and NPC. This is such a good experience, and everyone was so nice. And then I went back and crashed because I don't remember if it was like Saturday or finals were at night. I don't remember.
Yeah.
I think it was the next day. But honestly, I don't remember. But it was a rush. Yeah.
But how awesome does that feel? You to get to the stage and then to win your pro card. I mean, that has to be.
I was like, how do I go up from here? This is the best day of my life. I was like, this is the coolest thing I've ever done. I was like, I don't even know.
You'll have to run it back this year for Olympia. Just run through the crowd with your heels on. I think it's good luck at this point.
Yeah, I really don't ever want to be like last minute doing that again. But yeah, it was a great feeling. I felt very proud, very excited, and especially like getting to compete with some of the girls that got their pro card there. I've gone on to do great things, so I felt really cool.
I love it. I love stories like that because I feel like that's almost sometimes a secret to success when you're not so hyper focused on that result and there's so many things going on, and it's not like you didn't put your all into that prep. It's just that at the moment when you had to be the most relaxed, you were forced to because you had all these other things that you didn't even have time to overly stress about it.
Oh yeah, there was no time to stress. There was a lot of
I love it
for fun. Yeah.
Giselle, here we are. This is your New York Pro win. All right.
Yes.
We have a little theme going on here. I'll let you go ahead and say the first words about your physique, where you feel your physique is here.
Very confident and feminine, balanced. To me, we nailed a lot this peak week. I have 1 week to improve my physique, and I'm doing a prep like with pressure for Pittsburgh and New York. And Pittsburgh, I don't peak well. I feel too much stress, and then I'm a kind of person never give up. So if I had a bad result, 100% I will try do my best to correct this. And also about my glutes and my overall physique, I start to understand you need to work out what you want and no, not what you like to work out. That's the hard part of this sport because I started in bikini. In bikini, I cannot work out legs hard. I cannot work out too much upper body. I get a point. I need to stop to work out and do more cardio and then be boring. This category be boring and it's so exhaustive to me. I don't enjoy it anymore. And then I changed to wellness. I improved my physique to being the right size to wellness. And the judges say me already I have the right size. It's just bring a little bit more sweep at the glutes in the tier of the glutes, and done, because everything now is on balance.
Mm.
And I learn a lot with this situation, with this difference of 1 week between Pittsburgh and New York. I
Yeah.
learn with me. I learn I need to be happy. I learn I need to be involved with good people around me for my physique response well. Because of this, I'm in Brazil right now. I'm living in Dubai, but Dubai life is amazing. I love Dubai, but I miss my mom. I miss my dog. I miss have a family company, and I know it's make me happy and make my physique better. So I'm really excited to see the results of this prep, because it's been a very different prep to me.
I feel
I
like
love that.
what she's saying is totally right. What's going on inside of you gonna reflect on your body.
Oh
If you're
yeah.
not feeling well, if you're not feeling like happy with yourself, your body not gonna respond. That's why for her, like her body, what she learned from Pittsburgh and New York was kind of for me the Arnold and Charlotte, or Arnold Simpson to Charlotte. Because
Yeah.
my Arnold and Simpson, I was so stressed out. I
Yeah.
was so worried, like even like my weight was not dropping. Usually I don't have no problem dropping weight, but I
Yeah.
was so stressed out. And even the day the show, like I remember stepping out from Arnold and I was crying, thinking that my stage presence was like shitty, was not good. And then after I look at the video, I say, "Oh my god, it was good. Why was I stressing about it?"
Yeah.
So that's why I did Charlotte Pro, because I thought for myself, you know what? This time I'm gonna relax. I'm gonna trust the process. I'm gonna enjoy the moment. And guess what? Was my best peak week ever. I was
That's
my
awesome.
weight was dropping so fast. My body was responding so good. Why? Because mentally in the right place.
And
And
Yeah.
now I have a question. I have a question for all of you girls. Maybe you guys agree with me. Also, for we look more feminine and feeling more the feminine energy, we need to have a partner. I mean, we need to have sex. You need to have like your feminine side also. It's seriously. It's
Okay,
seriously.
you need to be
Come
sexy, you
on.
mean? Like you're saying you need to be sexy, right?
No, she's
Yes. For
saying
no,
no, no, no. No, I
You need
mean
to be having
you need to have
she's saying
sex. You need to have a boyfriend. You
that's
need
what
to
she
have a
meant.
company.
Yasuele ni mutikani sana. No, may
It's
dandusero si
true.
Bukale ni mo, dandusero.
It's
I
true
for sure
because I'm
different
excited
person
about this
from
part of my life. Come on, give me the.
okay, but wait, Giselle. Who's the one in the peak week think about sex? I don't think about
Oh,
sex.
oh,
I don't.
come on.
I will
I think about food.
You are tired, but telling the truth, Bruna. If you don't have your boyfriend with you giving support, you cannot do everything alone. So,
I
I
mean,
support,
I
I mean, care, love, everything,
Yeah.
not just sex,
I
but I mean, for you
okay, got
feeling
it.
Yeah.
sexy, for you feeling loved, for
Yeah.
you feeling like feminine, you need to have a partner. Because telling the truth, I have many years doing shows and many
Yeah.
years also without boyfriend is very hard. Telling
Yeah.
the truth is very hard. In the end, you feel like, okay, I'm doing everything. I'm okay. I'm doing well, but
Yeah.
mm, you miss a feminine side. You miss your family side, because when you left
Mm.
your father's house, you are family alone,
Yeah.
or with a dog, or with a husband. You are a new family. So I'm always alone, and I see different. I see very
Yeah.
different now. How the way I look to the life we have in partner is very
tell
nice.
you got a man.
Marisa have a
So you gotta
beautiful
tell us.
boyfriend, and you have a nice boyfriend. So I deserve a nice boyfriend too.
Giselle's got a man.
I think
She
I think
does.
it's
In the
support
chat if
that
you would like to like
I feel like the support
Giselle,
is
she's been accepting applications. Thank you.
No, no
Giselle's
Tinder,
done.
no
Giselle
Tinder.
is here. Lots of wins. She likes dogs. Please submit your heaviest hip thrust. If Giselle can out hip thrust you, you are not invited.
Oh my
No, but
god.
it's true.
Giselle
You need to feel
about
in
it. I
love.
feel like
You need
not
to
only
have
I
a
feel like the
masculine presence.
support
Also, is nice. Is the support of a man is important to a woman. Is hard to
totally.
be alone
I feel like
forever.
it's not just a guy. It can be anyone like that really like support you. It can be like your best friend, it can be your family, it can be your sister, it can be your
With
brother.
benefits?
Huh?
You're a friend of benefits.
That kind of live cam, okay?
I really don't. I prefer to be
But
honest.
it's true. It's hormonal. Telling the truth, hormonal. Looking to the hormonal side, it's important to us also have sex. You guys know that it's very important to keep your hormones.
We're back in the
not.
sex.
Yeah,
We're
it's
thinking about it
important.
from a scientific or biological point of view. I don't think there's any wellness competitor who has a normal, healthy estrogen level in their peak week.
Yeah.
If they do, they're not lean enough for the IFBB. I'm just gonna say that.
Real.
So I do not
Yeah.
think that most women that are competing probably are like you have a normal libido during their peak
Yeah.
week. Usually
Yeah.
they're more focused on other things in their food. So I think what Giselle is saying, and which kind of, makes sense, is they're having someone to remind them of that feminine kind of like feeling that they don't have naturally, like not naturally. It's kind of unnaturally that they don't
Because
have.
we are like robots in the end. In the end, we don't have the same look. Like we think like our robots, and when you lose your human side, you lose also your feminine side.
Yeah.
And when you have someone telling you look beautiful, giving love to you is so nice. It's so nice.
Yeah.
I see what she's saying.
Yeah, I do. Actually, that makes sense because when you feel sexy and you feel like, you're getting some love in, it probably that does reflect on the stage. When you feel sexy, you move more fluidly, you feel more feminine. That does, I can see the correlation for sure.
Sunny and I spend the morning of our shows listening to twerking music and dancing our knees off and like twerking with zero body fat, so we look like just like little dogs, but like what I mean? So
nothing's jiggling.
Yeah, there's no reverb. We talked about that today. There's no reverb, but like I know what you mean. It's that feeling of like connecting with the femininity, connecting with your sensuality, feeling like a strong, confident, beautiful, and muscle, just like we were talking about. Yeah. And
if you look hot, you're gonna do way better.
Oh my God, confidence is hotter than
if you are feeling yourself, like, and I have learned that if you're feeling like tight and tense and kind of like anxious, you're not gonna move the same way. And you can go through any of my videos and look at my book. Don't do it right now, but like you can tell shows that I felt like I was having a good time on stage.
Oh yeah,
it's different.
For sure. No, Giselle. Really good point. I love it. And you also made us all laugh. So thank you.
You're welcome. My
true.
specialty, make people embarrassed. I do this with my mom. She always like, Giselle. And now she agree with me and telling me this also with her friends.
But you're also so cute, and it's all comes out so well. It's perfect. I love it. Marissa.
Yes.
Let's
I don't know why I said yeah.
Let's talk about you. So here, this is a cool picture. So this is a photo that you posted where you were 8 weeks before the 22 Olympia versus 8 weeks before the 24 Olympia. Definitely a lot of improvements. It's like, it looks like you put just the right amount in just the right places. It's like you didn't just go on some crazy like growth everywhere phase. Like it's very strategic. You know what I mean? So tell me what you really worked on and what's between these two photos.
Yeah. So my first Olympia qualification was at the St. Louis Pro in April of 2022. And at that show, I was about 131 pounds on stage. So between that in April and the Olympia in, was it December that year? I think so. But between that time, I knew that I was small. Like I was 130 pounds. I didn't have the muscle density. I was just starting out. It was my first pro season. And I took the time during that time to grow. And when I got to the Olympia, I had a lot more muscle. I came in at 140 and everything was there. But my feedback was streamline your physique. Like you added a lot of size, sculpt now. So since then, I've been super strategic about how I've been training. My coach has been crafting my protocols very like differently than I've ever trained before. So like there's some days I will go in and like just train this one specific body part, or Like my weight is not just me going into the gym like I did during that specific off season in 2022, where I just throw up as much weight as I could, lift as heavy as I could, and just be like, all right, add size, add size, add size.
Yeah.
More refining. So I'm really excited because this Olympia, my quads have come down a little. My glutes have been developed. I've been focusing on bringing my waist. If you guys can't tell, I'm obsessed with waist. I'm focusing on bringing down my waist as much as possible. My upper body is down like 2 inches from 2022 as well. Like it's just
So you measure it.
Oh yeah.
You measure it?
Every
You
single
have
week.
to.
Shoulders, chest, everything.
You have to
Everything
measure
is measured.
everything.
Yeah. Your waist does look really tiny, and you do a really good job of posing it too. You know your angles. I will definitely say that.
Look at that. Thanks.
Yeah.
This was my favorite.
So tell me, what do you see here? Because this wasn't the show that you won, but I like to show this one because we talked about this. The lighting at the Pittsburgh Pro was a lot better than the lighting at the Mexico Pro that you won.
Yeah.
And you had a very similar physique. So is that okay?
Oh, please. This is my favorite look. Favorite Marissa inside and out. Yeah.
Okay, good. I thought so too. And I just can see your physique so much better in this lighting, you know?
I think we talked about it too. I took my first set of board exams the day before this show, before I drove down to Pittsburgh. So I was certified to work as a student dentist the day before. So I was taking exams up until the moment I stepped on stage for this show. So it was like the end of this huge like academic achievement. And then the second I was done with that, I got on stage.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah. Yeah.
That sounds familiar, right? That sounds like your sister over there.
Did it on, yeah, but she did it on her own.
Wow. You guys are so supportive of each other. I love it. I love it.
I mean, there's photos of her and I on there.
I just saw that.
Look at that one.
Oh my God. If you want to go to the last one, that's my favorite.
Okay. Where
These are the
Aww.
I got off
This
stage.
is when she got 7.
Okay, wait, you gotta go through each photo. Tell me what these all okay, so tell me what this one is.
That
Where
was
are we at?
look.
This is
2022 Olympia.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was
And
that.
you two, I know that Marissa, you placed a little bit better than Sunny here. And I know that the thing that everybody noticed is how much Sunny was so happy for you, and it was so genuine.
That
I
was-
mean, it was like the photo that was seen around the world because everyone expected you two to be so in such this rivalry. But the reality was Sunny was your number one fan after you came off that stage.
yeah,
Yeah.
that was a beautiful moment. I was so happy for her, for sure. And it was
Aw.
nice. Yeah.
I know I told you the last time we talked backstage where I was having the panic attack. And the only reason I got that.
Okay.
I've been her number one fan since day one. That's little Marissa cheering Sunny on.
Oh my gosh. You guys are so cute. What? I cut you off on your story though. I'm so sorry.
Oh no, it's okay. I mean,
Okay. Do we
Shoot.
want to jump to this story? So tell me about this one.
this
There's no
picture?
story. There's no story. I was at Olympic development. I was like a soccer player for a long time. So I was at like ODP tryouts or something like that.
Yeah, she's.
I just got my wisdom teeth out. This is like not a very flattering photo, but it is what it is.
before being a professional.
You're so cute with your dimples. Are you kidding me?
That looks like my face.
I wish to
Aw.
have a sister like this. That's
Oh,
so
this
cute.
is so cute, you guys. I can't even
Yes.
take it.
Look at my little sister. She's so cute.
Aw, so cute. You guys are adorable. I swear.
This year.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna recreate that this year.
We were trying to
Yeah.
think of what cool thing we can do, but I mean, there's going to be a lot of time. We're not sure if we're going to be at like the athletes meeting next to each other or whatever the meet and greet.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've already conspired to move your name to mine.
Okay.
It's
I
fine.
mean, you guys both have such incredible physiques. It's kind of like, it's at the end of the day, it's like you two are so people love you both, and you both have such beautiful physiques. There's similarities because you're sisters, but you have your own unique looks. And regardless of what either of you place, the incredible physiques are going to stand on their own. They're timeless physiques, both of you. So I will just say that regardless of what the end result is, you both have your own unique, beautiful thing going, and people love it. So
Thanks, Wendy. Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah.
it really, 6 in one, half dozen in the other. I know you guys are both going to be rooting for each other, and it's like, what do you do? I don't even know how the judges do it, really in any division, but when you have so many incredible physiques in front of you that are also perfect in their own way, where do we even go from here? I mean, look at these two physiques. It's like
things.
Who knows? What do we do with this? What do we do with you guys? I don't know.
This year will be very difficult.
A lot of people this year. A lot
of
good girls and
new
names.
So many top-notch people. It's going to be, I feel like no one can lose at this year's Olympia in wellness.
Tyler put out that video that said, he's put it in words and was like, I need you guys to know, if you're going to the Wellness Olympia this year, the difference between first and third call out is going to be a hair. We are going to see some of the top athletes in the world in the third call out this year. And that,
look at this list.
Yeah, I think we have how many people qualify already? 34, 35?
34.
What?
Yeah. And
there's
there's
like 2 shows this weekend.
Yeah.
Saturday, we have a here in Vegas. I'm going to be there watching. And then Arizona.
Yeah.
Right? And then next week, I think it's the heart of Texas.
Yep.
And have another one too. I think I have 4 shows left.
Yeah, there's going to be 40 people on that stage. 40 beautiful women. Yeah.
Crazy.
My mom texted me the word sex ? Thank you.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm gonna put you guys in the hot seat, but it's all in fun and games. I mean, Giselle already put us all in the hot seat. I can't top that. I'm not even gonna try to top that. She's already got me win on that one. But top three at the Olympia, and you can use yourself. All right. Give me your predictions.
Oh no, I gotta go.
Here you go. That's okay. Okay, how about this? Give me your predictions, and you can't use yourself. There we go.
Okay. Oh no, I'm not gonna be there. I know, I'm very honest. So first place, gonna keep Francielli. I think it's gonna be I don't know. Maybe one day someone can take her place if she stopped competing.
Yeah.
I think so. So Francielli is gonna be first, and then of course second, third, I would say Isa and Elise. I don't know if I'm saying the name right. Yeah. But I think it's between those two.
Okay.
So it's gonna be very interesting to see those together, Elise close to Isa, because they have different physiques.
Yeah.
So that's my prediction.
All right.
I saw Lisa in.
Sorry, she already are beaten. Bye.
I didn't hear.
I beat her.
Already got beaten by someone.
Oh, I wasn't talking about Elisa.
Oh.
Yeah, Elisa already got beaten, but Lisa, the girl, she got.
Germany, from Germany.
Lisa Mace Winkle.
Yeah, saw her in person in Tampa and then again in Texas.
Okay.
And when I tell you guys, holy shit. I mean, holy shit. She looked from last year to this year is a whole new woman.
She has an amazing
physique. She's going to be throwing hands for top 3.
Okay. All right.
She looks good.
She looks really good.
Yeah. When she came out, I looked.
It's a new name. I'm going to have to look into that. She's
a powerhouse.
Rising star.
Her back pose.
Yeah, she's freaking amazing.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Huge fan. Sweetest woman. Literally sweetest thing ever. Also, nicest girl.
So who's your prediction, Marissa?
Yeah, Marissa, now that you're in the hot seat, what do you think?
Yeah. I would, switch her out with Elisa.
Okay.
Okay, and so Giselle is going to be first, and who's going to be second?
Lisa. And then
Lisa is third, Lisa?
Lisa third.
And okay.
I think
but I have one thing about that.
Yeah.
I know she has amazing physique, but I really want to see, because I don't know if you guys saw that Tyler talking about a recap about the show, talking about her back pose, that she put her quads out and this throw off of her. No, he didn't say these words, but ruins her shape. She don't need to do that. She has the size. So I really want to see when she pose next to the Francielli
without the size. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm excited. This show
is gonna be good.
Yeah. I'm really excited to see this Olympia.
Excuse me. Sorry, ladies.
Okay, who's next?
All right. Okay. Sunny, what do you think?
Wow. Can you let me look at the names? I'm just gonna
Okay.
give a little look see.
Any new ones you see that stand out to you?
I'm gonna go with Marissa, Giselle, and Bruna.
Aw, I knew one of you were gonna do that. I just knew it. Aw.
No, honestly, there's so many.
You can't
There's
use
so
yourself.
many good girls. There's so many good women that are so impressive. It's going to be really hard, I think, to shake up the top 5.
Right.
The top 5 of really solid placings. I think, like when Marissa said, Lisa is a top contender. She looks absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
So it will be really interesting to see how she fits in. She's the same height as me and also Franciale and Isa.
Yeah.
Size. But anyways, so it'll be really interesting to see how she fits in.
Yeah.
And then I know third place, Lisa and Giselle are taller women. So who got 4th? Ryan. Ryan is a totally an amazing physique, but it's such an outlier. I don't think anyone in the top 10 has the mass that she has.
Right.
She's really she can pose into her waist really well, but it's gonna be so interesting to see everyone all together and how they line up.
I want to see her. I want to look her up. So this is Lisa. Since we keep talking about her, I want to pop her up here.
Yeah, she did a great job.
She has very full, pretty muscle bellies.
Yeah, she does.
And she flows very beautifully. I love her.
You know what? One of my favorite things about her is actually her posing.
Yeah.
She has amazing
this is
posing.
the feminine strength that Giselle was speaking.
Giselle and Bruna and you are all amazing posers.
Yeah.
Seeing her pose she's a really, really good poser.
I just watched the Olympia preview you did a month ago, and you're so nice about my posing. I practiced so hard. Anyway, later, but sorry, continue.
No, actually, I wanted to talk about your posing. I forgot. This is actually something I wanted to do because you did this for us on Olympia TV, and I would love for you to do it here. But something goes through your mind when you're doing your posing, right?
Do I have to narrate?
Okay.
Yeah. So
tell us what's in your head. What's going through your mind?
Okay, so anyone who's ever learned posing learns that there's a cadence to how long you're supposed to hold your poses. And it's always, thank you very much. Thank you very much. But I'm a little cocky SOB, and respectfully, I've been dieting for how many months? I've been doing the cardio, and the judges woke up that day with the hardest decision of their life. They have to choose who is in first place, who is winning the show. But luckily, 4 months ago, when I decided that I was starting prep, I've already decided that I'm winning. So realistically, when I walk up and hit my front pose, I just made their job very easy for them, or at least that's what I'm telling myself, where I'm saying, your winner is here. Thank you. You're motherfucking welcome. So every time I hit my pose, I go here. I'm like, you want to see this shit? Yeah, I know. Okay, wait for it. Yeah, you're motherfucking welcome. And then you look right into Tyler's eyes. You'd be like, you want to see this? Yeah, I know. And then you step out. And then I'm going to turn around at the back. I'm going to be like, yeah, I know you liked that shit, didn't you? And then it's I talk to myself, and that's how it's yeah, that was good, huh? And then it's and pachow. No, sorry, Susie.
I love it. I love it. Oh my gosh. Awesome.
It was really good posing. I think Giselle does a good job.
Giselle's an amazing poser.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Really.
Thank you. I pose with my soul. I always try to bring all my spirit. Always I pray to Holy Spirit before I step on the stage, for guide my steps, for I don't do any mistake, because I usually training a lot pose. This prep is so peacefully. I don't training that much. I training before, but already I will start more in Brazil, because in Dubai I work too much and I don't have properly time. I want to do the posing with time, in my time, listen music, enjoy the moment, appreciating my physique. And the posing for me is like a dance, is a spiritual dance. It's like me and my soul showing everything I have. Wow, I'm here. It's so nice. I love posing. Posing is the most hard part and the most beautiful part also of this sport, 100%.
And very
Absolutely.
important, because if you don't know how to showcase your physique, what's the point? You work so hard for so many months and you don't know how to showcase. So
Yeah.
what's the point? So question for all of you, even for you, Wendy.
Okay.
How often do you guys practice your posing? Like per week?
Yeah.
Every day.
Good question.
Every day?
Every day.
Okay.
I
how
have
long?
twice, but to practice
Yeah.
twice a day right now.
Now I will try it two times then per day.
Yeah,
But
I,
for how long? For how long? Like 30 minutes, hour, depends.
I find that I will do like one posing full session
Yeah.
a week, but there's like, if I have a moment, if I'm in between sets, I'm in my front pose.
Yeah.
I'm trying to like, it's not like a full session. It's just incorporated into my life. Like if I have a moment, I have my heels, I will hit that pose, try to see like, I will see how long can I hold this front pose?
Yeah.
How long can I hold these abs in? And like, I just will play around with it. And now it's like a part, like Giselle was saying, this isn't like taking a second away from your life to try to be a bodybuilder. It has to be woven in to be at this level. Like it has to be natural. Like you see a mirror and like you hit your front pose for a second and you keep moving. It just flows through your life.
I have actually gotten to, because I've been competing for 15 years, and like there have been times when I was a little too cocky with my posing, and I thought I'm so good at posing, I don't have to worry about this, and I didn't practice enough. And it really, even if you're really good at posing, it's like you're training the muscle memory. And if you don't do it over and over again, even if you're really good at it, and I think that there are people that are really good at posing and they get cocky like how I did, and you go on stage and you can stumble and you can fumble and you're not perfect with it, because even if you're good at it, you have to practice it so much to where it's just like the back of your hand, just second nature. And that's where I'm at right now. And I realized that. And so I practice ridiculously. After every workout, I have my heels with me and I'm running through my routine. I'm going to make sure it's perfect before I put my heels back in my bag. You know what I mean? Wow. So every day, actually.
And your poses are so much more laborious than ours.
Yeah,
like
that's a great word.
The wellness front pose, I feel like
word.
it's hard. Thank you. I'm a pseudo doctor. But no, I feel like wellness poses, the front pose is hard to hold. Like it's a difficult pose.
Yeah.
But the side pose is a little more relaxed. The back pose is like, they're not as, strenuous as your poses are. So mad respect. Holding my front pose is one thing. Holding your go off.
Yeah, we're not supposed to necessarily flex our muscles and it may be a little bit of contortion, but it's not a full-on flex where you're it's taking your ATP and draining you.
You need to have a lot of conscience about
we got a couple doctors in here. Yeah. What about you, Giselle?
I learned some posings with oh my gosh, I forgot her name. But posing is like a muscular connection. For the glutes, for the girls understand how to have the teardrop in the glutes. Everyone asks me how to do which exercise. It's not a specifically exercise. It's like what you think. What you connect is like your mind and your body is together. It's not just specifically posing or specifically workout. Is you're thinking. You need to believe and understand that these muscles are working and see in your mind these muscles are working. These muscles are showing. You need to imagine your booty in your mind and then you have the definition already in your body. I feel like this.
Yeah.
And think like this is the secret. Is like the secret for nail the back pose, because we don't have eyes to see in the back pose. But you need to think and make videos and take pictures and always try to improve details, like how I step, with pressure I put in the fingers, with pressure I put in my back part of the feet. Need to find a right position to look better. Is not equal for everyone. Is everyone need to find your best. Is training. No option.
Yeah. Totally. I love that. Bruna, what about you? You get the last word. I could talk to you ladies for so long. I want to have you all back because this was so much fun. I mean,
can we just go get drinks? This is fun.
Seriously, I want to.
8 weeks in 8 weeks in a day. Like
yeah, exactly.
You guys are Vegas.
About posing for a long time, like when I started competing, I lack a lot of posing, like practicing posing. And then after like I feel like I become pro, I
Mhm.
started noticing how important practicing your posing it is.
Mhm.
So right now I try to do like, I don't know, almost every day too.
Yeah.
Especially the days I have my check-ins photos, I try to spend time like doing quarter turns, going over my posing routine, and I just trying to get better. And I feel like posing is something that is about repetition. You just have to do it over and over,
Yeah.
and you have to feel the pose. So yeah, just have to keep practicing as much as I can.
Do you have a go-to posing song?
It sounds like you do.
You
Wow. like a sound? You mean a sound?
like a song, like a music.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes,
Marissa,
I
what's
have.
yours? Because you do.
I have.
You asked that
I do.
question because you have one. What is
Yeah.
it?
I was just
One
wondering if
more
everyone
time.
else does that too. Like if you're like about to do a
No.
check-in or like about to pose, what is the song that you automatically
Can't stop.
do you have one that you automatically go to?
I want what yours is. What's yours?
Power by Isaac Danielson.
Okay, let me hear it.
You want me to sing it?
Sing.
Yeah.
Sing to us.
That was
Sing to us.
absolutely not. But I
So the first, okay, I have my song here.
Yeah.
Usually when I practice my posing, this is one of them.
yeah.
Okay.
Let me show you. Wait. Not this one. Wait. Yes.
Okay, look up your songs. Because these are gonna be heard around the world now.
Night is falling. I'll be standing tall. A long time coming, I've been waiting for you. It's been
Yes.
a long time coming, I've been waiting for you.
Right now.
Romantic.
Like a warrior, watch me rise up like a champion.
So this give me like, I feel
Yeah.
like I'm on the stage.
I like it.
Because I love the song, what it talk about it. Like you're a champion, you're like you're fighting, you're going to the war, you know, I love it. Just makes me feel like good.
I just
That's
sent
awesome.
I just sent you mine, Wendy.
Oh, you sent it? Okay. All right. I'll listen to it later. It'll be my, I'm sure I'll adopt it.
And you, Wendy, you have any music?
Oh my gosh. Well, I posted like one of my posing videos. I posted, you know, I'm a champion. I can't sing, so I'm not even gonna try. But I had a song called Champion in the background, and it gave me goosebumps watching it with my video of posing. That one of the Gilco videos, he sent it to me, and it gave me goosebumps, and I'm like, that's my song. I don't know. Just I have it pinned to my profile if you want to look at it later.
We'll watch together.
Yeah.
My
Well,
song
oh my
is
gosh.
more fun.
Yes. Ladies, don't go anywhere. I want to say goodbye to you on the other side. But I just want to say this has been so much fun. Like Marissa said, I wish we all were close and we could all go head out and get some drinks right now. But I mean, we are on prep too.
We're on prep.
Look at a
We're
bubbly
talking
water.
about water, obviously.
A drink, of course. But thank you all so much. And thank you all, everyone who joined us. Stay tuned because I'm definitely going to have these ladies back. I know that we all love having them here. And until next time, we will see you guys all later. And we will all be at the Olympia. If you are there, come say hi to all of us at our booths. Okay.
Yay. Bye, everyone. Mwah.
All right, thank you so much.